won't you back it up on me? This a girl a wine in a time. I move around like she don't have no spine. The next thing, though she fine, she have the rest of them a wait in a line. Oh gosh, champagne a pop and we so fast. Weed in a spliff, no allow that. Girl, back it up, make me hold that. This girl's on a level right now. I match to the bass on the treble right now. Wine to the real, them a crown. Bedroom pulling up in our back down. Fast, fast, slow, slow. Anywhere you want, baby girl, go. Bounce up and down like a bow, go. Girl, you want it, they know, yo. Real on the scene. Heavy movement, you and your team, yeah, them can't intervene, right? You know I love that style where you got this, so won't you back it up on me? I love the way you whine in your pop ways, don't tease till it making me all right. So smooth when you move to the groove, you're the truth, baby, back it up on me. Yeah, I love that style where you got this, so won't you back it up on me?
Back it up on me, telling me that you want me, baby girl, if you loving tonight. Right, baby, I'm in town. Know that it's going down. You know that I'm only here for one night. You know what he won't do, really won't do. Yeah. You know why I probably put that thing upon you. Right. Looking at you, looking like you really want to. Yeah. There's nothing on this earth, baby girl, I won't do. Girl, cause we turning up. Shots on deck, cause we burning up. Take you back to the telly, throw it up. Take you back to the telly, throw it up, girl. Throw it up. Oh, yeah. Looking at your friends like you don't care. Girl, cause the Grey Goose is in here. Oh yeah, we inhale.
You know I like that style where you got this, so won't you back it up on me? I love the way you whine in your pop ways, don't tease till it making me yawny. So smooth when you move to the groove, in the truth, baby, back it up on me. Yeah, I love the style where you got this, so won't you back it up on me?
Hello?
Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. We have to tell it and we getting it on. Baby girl, tell me what you wanna do. Yeah, right. We can stuff on the bed, bath and beyond. Baby girl, tell me what you into. Yeah. Cause every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Every day and night, every night and day, I wanna love your body, girl, in every single way. Forever my lady like Jodeci. You see your body keep controlling me, and I'm trying to get it popping like it's ecstasy. But your body should stay close to me. We gon' get it poppin', and soaking wet, fuck around. Got your girls, man, they all upset. Where you at? Where you been spending time? Got a man, I always hit you up, but you not around. I be on not a man, I hit you up on the phone. I'm head down to pick you up, baby girl, when you all alone. I wanna call you up, but I can't do that shit. Come over here, baby, you the one I'm rolling with. You the one I'm fooling with. I spend the hours, 1,000 flowers, and tuna fish.
Alan Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, nonprofits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Alan Bernard International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas. In order to keep ourselves and others safe from the coronavirus disease, we must all get vaccinated. Here are a few facts about the coronavirus vaccine. The vaccine does not have anything in it that can make you magnetic. All COVID-19 vaccines are free of metals. The COVID-19 vaccines available in the US do not contain live virus. They do not share any of their parts inside or outside of your body. The vaccine is safe for current and future pregnancies. There is no proof showing unsafe results on taking the vaccine for current or future pregnancies, which means pregnant women can also take the vaccine. The COVID-19 vaccine does not change your DNA. In fact, it has absolutely no interaction with your DNA. The vaccine does not cause you to test positive for the virus. It is untrue, as none of the vaccine will cause you to test positive in a viral test. Therefore, the vaccine is safe to use. Get vaccinated today and stay alive. A message sponsored by the African Career Education and Resource Incorporated, or ASA, in the state of Minnesota. The fight against COVID-19 has become imperative to the survival of the world, to the extent we must all get involved. The question is, how do I get involved? Get tested. Get tested if you feel COVID-19 symptoms. Example, sore throat, cough, headache, etc. Get tested if you know you met someone who is now COVID-19 positive. Get tested before going to places where you may meet a lot of people. Example, schools, work, etc. Get tested before traveling, both domestic and international travels. Get tested when asked by a healthcare or public official to do so. Get tested today. Know your status and seek treatment if need be to stay alive. A message sponsored by the African Career Education and Resource Incorporated, or ASA, in the state of Minnesota. They say a home is where the heart is. That's why at Ameros Suites, we provide a conducive and safe environment for your long and short-term stay. With our 6 fully furnished luxurious apartments of 3 bedrooms each, our customers have the option of renting a full apartment or single bedroom. We also have standard rooms and king suites. At Ameros Suites, we have 24-hour electricity, cold and hot water, cable TV, internet service, and fully air-conditioned rooms. Ameros Suites takes the pressure off its customers with our fully equipped kitchens, living and dining rooms, as well as balconies. All you need is your personal belongings and enjoy your stay. We are located on Silver Beach Road in Dwazon, Lower Margibi County. For reservation, call our US number 610-986-1077 and our LIB number on 0777-588-118. You can email us at edithwaters111@gmail.com. Ameros Suites, a home away from home.
Another banger, baby, calm down.
Pinter One of Delaware. Yes, it's Pinter One of Delaware, the name that counts when you talk quality painting works. For more than 2 decades, Pinter One has brought more life and vigor to thousands of residential and commercial complexes with our quality painting services. Give your homes, offices, bars, stores, hospitals, shops, etc. that look they deserve by choosing Pinter One of Delaware. For more information, call us on phone number 302-508-3034. Again, 302-508-3034. Or visit our website at pinter1.com/Delaware. Or better still, email us on ivan@pinter1.com or holly@pinter1.com. Schedule a free estimate and get 10% off by using the promo code Costa. Pinter One of Delaware. Renew your space, renew your life.
She dey give me small, small one, I know.
Peter Massacre Insurance Agency is the name that counts when you talk quality and affordable insurance services. Located in central New Jersey, Peter Massacre Insurance Agency provides homeowner insurance, commercial and business insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, and a lot more. We partner with over 20 top-rated companies to ensure we provide affordable pricing and quality services to our clients. Not only that, we also offer free financial planning consultation, and we are licensed in 20 states across the USA. At Peter Massacre Insurance Agency, our staff are well trained to handle all your insurance needs. Visit our website on www.pmassinsurance.com or call us on phone number 609-571-3037. That's 609-571-3037. Peter Massacre Insurance Agency, your low-cost insurance partner.
America, come fight me.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Welcome to the program. It's good to be here. Okay, good. Okay, good. Very good to be here. Thank you very much, folks, for joining us. Today is Tuesday, the 17th day of May, 2022. 10:30 a.m. in Liberia, 6:30 a.m. in Delaware, the United States of America. And we're very glad to be here. Good morning, Walker. What's up?
Yeah, good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. It's another day again, and we are back on the farm, like you said. Day 2 of the appearance of former Vice President Joseph Newman Boakai is today. So
yesterday was interesting, Walker. Did you follow?
Yeah, of course I did.
And what were some of the things you picked up yesterday from former Vice President's testimony?
Yeah, the Vice President made it clear that the document that were presented by the National Elections Commission told the court it was in a document that they signed up on. So it means that the document is not original. That's not the original document. So and then he went on, there was some question and answer. He did well to the Solicitor General asking some questions and other people. And today, there are a lot of folks will be asking him. So, but there was a lot of reports coming into the physical appearance of other people in a courthouse, how things were like for them. It wasn't too okay for some people.
What do you mean by
that? A local television station were like reporting that the facial appearance of Mr. Cummings was not okay. How his eye turned red, this and that. When former Vice President Joseph Boakai said that the document that they signed up on was not the one that the NEC provided to the court. So yeah, that was just it on yesterday.
Yeah, well, I did follow myself. I had people in the court, sharing updates with us in the chat room. That one of the chat rooms that I'm in, and one of the things they said is that the former Vice President, as you said, Boakai, was asked as to the authenticity of the document that was presented to him. He said, this is not the document that I signed on May 19th. What they had presented to him was what they had brought from the National Elections Commission, as you correctly said, Boakai. And so Joe Boakai said that was not what he signed. They also asked him, the document that was signed on May 19th, did you ever get your copy as you should have?
He said no.
The former vice president said no, he did not get a copy of the document as he should have. Mr. Cummings had the documents in his possession. He refused to provide copies to his colleagues. Joe Boakai said that.
Yeah.
2 years now. In fact, this month, May, makes it 2 years since they signed the May 19th draft. I mean, the May 19th document. And Cummings has not given copies to his colleagues. Then they also, the former vice president also said in the court yesterday that the document that Cummings filed with the NEC after they wrote the NEC and requested the document, which Yumley did in September of last year, it was a photocopied document that the Elections Commission sent to Yumley. And that was also backed up by what happened in the court. When the court wrote the Elections Commission to produce the document in court, the Elections Commission brought to the court a photocopied document. So Mr. Cummings filed a photocopied document. Also, what the former vice president said, on the cover letter, whether it was an error or it was a deliberate, whether it was an error or a deliberate act by Cummings, on the cover letter, submitting the framework document, the former vice president was asked whether, because the chairman of the ANC, Daniel Nathan, was the one who signed as the chairman of the CPP. And Mr. Cummings signed that cover letter as the standard bearer or the political leader of the CPP. So they asked the former vice president, was Daniel Nathan the standard, the chairman of the CPP? Why did he sign the letter? The former vice president said, no, Daniel Nathan was never chairman of the CPP. It was Alex Cummings who at the time was chairman of the CPP. So why did Alex Cummings let Nathan sign as chairman of CPP, then he Cummings signed as political leader of the CPP? Former vice president said Cummings was never at any point in time the chairman of the CPP, the standard bearer or political leader of the CPP, and Daniel Nathan was at no time the chairman of the CPP. So those were all issues that were raised and that were dealt with. So Cummings was not happy when I talk about the expression, the facial expression on Alex Cummings' face, which is a Secretary General spoke about. And he said, a lot of us too were not particularly pleased with the comments made by that journalist, in which he said Mr. Cummings was sweating profusely.
Profusely, yeah.
Yes, Cummings was sweating. Cummings'
eyes were red.
The eyes were red, and he was sweating profusely. He seemed to be in a state of discomfort. Whether it was by the things that Joe Boakai said, which are not, it's not news to us. All the things that the former vice president said in his testimony are things that we already knew. All he did was to validate what we already knew. So apparently Cummings was not pleased. From the very beginning, when the state decided to subpoena Joe Boakai to testify, the ANC folks have been very uncomfortable with that. And we understand why they have been. Joe Boakai has earned for himself a reputation of being a man of integrity. Everybody knows Boakai is a decent man. Boakai will not lie. Boakai will not steal. Boakai will not cheat anybody. So they knew that with that credibility that Joe Boakai has, if he stands up there and takes the podium and testifies against you, whatever he says carries a great degree of believability and credibility because it is premised upon his reputation of integrity. So that is why the ANC people were very uncomfortable, very unhappy with Joe Boakai agreeing to testify. And Boakai said, well, I'm a citizen of this country, regardless of who I am or who I was, the law applies to me. If I am subpoenaed to testify, I will testify when subpoenaed. So that's how that went down. Joe Boakai returns this morning at 10:30. Yes, Boakai.
Yeah, Costa, when things started, they said that, oh, Joe Barker ran away from the country. He don't want to come and testify. They were all on social media.
There were
You know,
two things that
parading.
happened, Bwaka, yeah. On one point, they were angry that Bwaka had agreed or indicated that he would be testifying. Then when Joe Bwaka didn't get to testify, which was not his fault,
Yep.
then they started saying Bwaka was afraid of testifying. Now that Bwaka has testified, you know what the reaction is? Everybody is quiet. Have you seen them running around social media as they normally do?
What they are running around with now is that why Ambassador Bwaka have to say he don't know Ezana Cummings. He did it.
Oh, Bwaka, you smart. That's what they're saying now. They're looking for all kinds of old videos and saying that Joe Bwaka said he only really became friends with Cummings when they formed the CPP together. They are saying, no, that's not true. In 2016 or thereabouts, Bwaka came to a program in Atlanta, Georgia, where Cummings was present in the room, and he recognized him and made very pleasant comments about him. But that's what the book may call pleasantries, you know. So their point here now is they're not going to try to undermine or. And by the way, I have update for you from the president. I just messaged him this morning, President George Weah. I sent him a message this morning, and I asked him for update. And I have update from President Weah, which we will deal with this morning. Update from President George Manuel Weah regarding our Liberian sisters in what's the place name in Oman. So we will provide our update shortly. Just stay put. We will provide an update. But so they're running around saying Joe Biden is lying. Why did Joe Biden say yesterday that he doesn't know Cummings, or he only got to know Cummings when they became? Joe Biden did not say that. Joe Biden said he and Cummings were never friends. You understand? They were never really friends. They only really started working together closely. Mind you, Joe Biden graduated from CWA 6 years, I'm told, ahead of Alice Cummings. They both went to CWA. Joe Biden did not know, could not have known Alice Cummings from CWA. What Joe Biden knows, later on in life, he found out that he and this guy called Alice Cummings went to CWA together. Now, that doesn't mean that they were buddies in CWA. Bwaka was by far, Alice Cummings, he was by far his senior and graduated many years before him. So I don't know why the ANC people are all jittery and trying to say, oh, Joe Bwaka knew Cummings. They were very good friends. Why is he disowning Cummings now? It's absolute nonsense.
For me, I asked the question, was that the only takeaway from them?
What's the relevance? What is the relevance? The relevance of whether Bwaka knew Cummings back then or didn't know him back then is irrelevant. What's relevant is the issues that were raised in the court yesterday, the answers that Bwaka provided. Those are the issues. Some of you say no audio is your fault. You need to refresh your device and stop giving us trouble about no audio. Refresh your phone. If you don't know how to refresh your phone, I'm sorry. You got to refresh or restart. That's what you need to do. Everybody else here can hear us. Then you say no audio. Don't give us trouble before I block you. Now, so let's move on to something else here, Bwaka. So today, the trial resumes. Today, Bwaka will, former VP Bwaka will take the stand this morning, just about this time, he will take the stand. So
few questions for you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What's the expectation like? Because the guys from the ANC, their lawyers will be asking the former vice president, what do you expect from them? What are some of the things you think they will put forth to him?
Could you repeat that question?
I'm asking, what are your expectations like today in the court? Do you expect a tough time for the former vice president?
Joseph Bwaka has been around for a long time. He's a wise man. He knows how to handle himself. He will do just as excellent as he did yesterday. I have no concerns whatsoever. In a cross-examination, they will try to be hostile. They will try to be belligerent. But what difference will it make? Joe Bwaka will not go there with you. Joe Bwaka will be just the Joe Bwaka he is, calm, collected, and mature. So I have no concerns. they may try to be hostile and belligerent, thinking that they can make him lose his cool, but you can't get Joe Biden to lose his cool, so you're wasting your time. Yeah, but so this morning, yesterday, folks, when we discussed the issue regarding the Liberian sisters in Oman, that small Middle Eastern country where they were taken to work as domestic workers and they've been abused, overworked, abused, the travel documents seized. We communicated with the president, and the president said to us yesterday that he and his folks were going to have a meeting to find a solution aimed at bringing these Liberian sisters back home. We said yesterday that we were going to remind the president this morning. We were going to remind him this morning, or ask him this morning to tell us, to give us update, because he said yesterday that they were going to have a meeting. So we said, well, we're going to update. So I wrote the president this morning just before the show started, and this is his response.
Yeah.
Bwaka, you want to read that? I will read it. I will read it. I forwarded it to Bwaka to read, but I will read it. This is the president's response, and this is public information because, of course, the president knows that we're putting this out there in the public. I was clear with him. This is what President Weah said to me this morning in response to my query for update. When I asked him for update on the situation regarding our sisters in Oman, he said, we spoke about it with our partners in yesterday's meeting. I will follow up today and find out the arrangements. So please call or text McGill for details as it got to do with foreign ministry protocol. Hope you are well, safe, and God bless you as you endeavor. So that's what the president said this morning, Bwakai. About 15 minutes ago, President Weah sent me this message in response to my query for update with the Liberian sisters. He said they had a meeting yesterday with their partners. Partners, I would assume these partners are the government or the officials of
Oman.
I would think so. I would think so. I don't know whether we have, I don't think we have a full diplomatic relationship with them, but of course, clearly, it's country to country, government to government. They can pick up the phone and reach out. I'm sure that's what they did. So the president said he will follow up today and he will find out the arrangements that are being made. When he says arrangements, I'm assuming that the arrangements he's talking about is arrangement to get our sisters back home.
Yeah, I think so.
So he said, for further details, the president says I should call or text Minister McGill as it relates to the foreign ministry protocol in terms of the arrangements or the protocol that will be made, because there's a diplomatic protocol. So I should text Minister McGill or call Minister McGill to ask him for details on that. So folks, there you have it. That's the response from President Weah. He said they had a meeting yesterday with their partners and they discussed the issue, and he will follow up today for update. And he said, if I want details on with regards to the what they call Liberian will say the LU boys can say the modalities. With regards to the modalities of the arrangement, I should check with the Minister of State for the details. So if we take the president's word for it, and I'm in no position to say he is lying, then that means something is on course for our sisters.
And if anybody take this as Costa being going back or now working for the government, then you must be. They mean that you have something wrong with your head. You guys,
no, that is their business. But let me tell you something. I have stopped caring. I have stopped caring about people thinking, oh, Costa, and I'm loyal to Joe Bwaka enough and blah, blah, blah. I don't give a damn. I always tell you, my loyalty is not to an individual. My loyalty is to Liberia. You understand me? You see these sisters in Oman? Even Joe Bwaka cannot help them. Even if he wanted to, he cannot help them. You know why? Joe Bwaka does not have the power to help them. He's former vice president. He has no authority to help them. You see us here? We have no authority to help them. All we could do for them is to raise some money. The people who have authority to help them is the government in power. So I care less about anybody saying I am less loyal to Boakai, because it even insults me if you think that that the reason we exist here is to support Joe Boakai. I'm insulted by that. We don't exist here to support Joe Boakai. We exist here for the Liberian people. Those sisters in Oman who went there because they're poor and they're stranded and they've been abused, their rights are very important to us. That is the reason why this show exists. So us getting in touch with the president to tell the president to do something about his citizens, and some of you people who support Boakai, you are uncomfortable with me communicating with George Weah. I don't care. Hello, I do not care. If I were your sister or brother in Oman, you would be begging us here to take action, to do something about it. You will be begging us to do something about it. But when we communicate with the president and tell him, take action, do something for your people, make sure they are free, they are brought back home. It is not a political thing. It is humanitarian. People's lives are at stake. You want to play politics with everything? Because I criticize John Weah, so I will never communicate with him. John Weah is president for the next 2 years. Whether we like it or not, he got that authority. There are things he can do that Joe Boakai, that we want to succeed. The man, we can't. He will not be able to do it.
No,
the government is not our enemy.
There's a diplomatic issue.
A diplomatic issue. We can't do nothing. We can sit out here and raise 15,000 US. We can free those sisters.
He can free them.
To bring them back. First of all, they seize the people passports. How you will bring them back?
Yeah.
How will you bring them back? You see, their passports are seized. The only people that can issue passport are who? The government. Only government can issue passport. You see? Only government can pick up the phone and call the other government in Oman and say, we want our citizens back. So I'm going to talk to the president, because I'm going to let the sister then stay there and suffer. Because our opposition. Because our opposition. I got access to the president. I'm going to go. And the thing about it is that what we tell you, anything happen here, we can't tell you. I talked with the president yesterday morning. What did I do, Baga? I asked them. I said, I tell the president.
We asked before even speaking to the president. And everybody said yes. Everybody agreed that it was a good idea that we reach out to the president so the president can intervene.
Yeah. I asked you, I said, my people, should I tell the president about the situation regarding these sisters? Y'all say yes. Everybody said yes. Yes. Okay. I wrote the president while we were on the show. He responded. Did he have to respond to me? No.
No.
We said that you have criticizing the American government, which we're about to do right now. We're about to do right now. Then the man responded to me. So, okay, I ask you, should I communicate? You say yes, because you saw the need, that it was not political. It was humanitarian. People's lives. We played I played those voices of those women yesterday crying. Support our your sister. Support our your brother. Would you care that it is the president bringing them home? Would you even care? You would not care who bringing them back. All you would want is for them to be reunited with you. Everything is not about politics. The president is the president. Whether we like it, we not like it, he is the president. We won't remove him to replace him with Joe Boakai. But still, guess what? It is the president who can do it to bring the people back.
Yeah.
And we will not stop. Tomorrow again, I will check. And he said, I'm going to contact Minister McGill for details in terms of the arrangements. Let me ask our people, should I do as the president say, I'm going to contact Minister McGill for details on the arrangements to bring the people back? Let me ask our people again.
Yes.
We contact him?
I agree, because the president said that you should contact somebody that is already in charge of that, because he's the
Minister McGill will give us the details on the arrangements, the protocol that they're using to bring them back. Our people say yes again. Should we contact Minister McGill to ask him for the details for the arrangement? You know what I prefer? Zogo's way, where I go in the corner, I talk to the president, or I come here publicly and tell you, say, my people, let me contact the president. Which one you prefer? Which one you prefer? I'm sure you prefer the public way. So you all know what we are doing. And we're not going to hide it from you. Everybody say yes. Tomorrow we'll contact Minister McGill for the details. Not even tomorrow. Later on today, I will call Minister McGill. So, Minister McGill, President, we are saying I should ask you for details regarding the efforts that have been made to bring our sisters back. I will do that. I will do that.
I just sent you 2 videos. If only they can see what is happening to our sisters around.
These videos, they got audio. You can play it so they can hear it and see how terribly bad these sisters are suffering.
Yeah.
Terribly badly.
You
want me to hold it to the camera and play it? Maybe they won't watch it.
Yeah. That would be good.
Jesus Christ.
So
I haven't watched the video yet, but let me see.
The first one, the lady is complaining that she's always cleaning a toilet that is, whenever they go to flush the camo, you see the feces coming out of the camo and all on the ground. She's always cleaning that particular area every morning, every evening. When they go to the toilet, the white guys, the ladies, and whatsoever, they get fixed it. But when they flush it, the feces will come all on the ground, and she's always there to clean those feces every time somebody go in a bathroom.
Every time somebody uses the toilet, you gotta go and clean it.
She will clean toilet. Every time somebody go and use that particular camo, she will clean the toilet. And the other one, you can see a lady, her foot is hurting, but still she's making effort to press I don't know, like her who or whosoever she's living with, press the particular pressing close. You'll see her, walking her foot like this, complaining, oh, my foot hurting, or all the other thing. So if we see our sisters, our mothers going through the thing, and we have the opportunity to reach out to our president, and the president is the only person, the government is the only, entity that can help us with this particular issue, then you say we should say, no, we're not helping you because Costa is an opposition man, and this one is that because of you. No, we can't do that. Once we have the chance to talk to the president, and the president can find ways in bringing our sisters and mothers back home, we'll reach out to him, and he will direct us where. Now he has directed us to Mr. McGill, and then we'll reach out to Mr. McGill. Mr. McGill will tell us what next. Once our sisters are back home, we are free. That's all we want.
Thank you very much, Wagai. Let's move on to something else here. This evening, at 8:30 Eastern Time, we will be hosting the mayor of Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. It's a city of this is a city that is home to approximately 15,000 Liberians, according to the 2020 U.S. population census. Some 15,000 Liberians live in Brooklyn Park City, and Mayor Lisa Jacobson has announced that she is retiring. She's a city mayor. She's retiring from politics to spend more time with her family after having served the people of Brooklyn Park for many, many years as mayor and city council member and any other positions. So today at 8:30 in this exclusive interview, I will have with her 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The video will be there. Those of you in Liberia who will be asleep, you will still be able to watch it later on, of course. Mayor Lisa Jacobson will talk to us about her accomplishments as mayor. She will talk to us about the reason for her retirement in detail, in a little further detail. She will also talk to us, very importantly, about her choice for mayor, the person who she wants to succeed her. None other but our own Liberian American brother, Winfrey Russell. She has publicly announced that she is going to be supporting Winfrey Russell, who currently sits on the city council. She's worked with him. They're still working together. That she's going to be supporting him for mayor to succeed her. So those are the key issues we will be talking to Mayor Lisa Jacobson. Brooklyn Park is the 6th largest city in the state of Minnesota, home to 15,000 Liberians. And so this woman is like leader for so many Liberians, because 15,000 of our brothers and sisters live there. So she will be on the platform today. Good. Having said that, ABC, Abraham Vamuyan Corning, yesterday I received word that from our sources at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that Abraham Vamoyan Kone did indeed write a letter to the Minister of Foreign Affairs requesting an official passport for Sheikh Basiru Kante. And in that letter, he introduced and presented Sheikh Basiru Kante as his chief of staff in his office.
Wow.
I'm going to repeat. We will have that letter in our possession. A request letter from Representative Abraham Vamoya Kone, who about a week and a half ago, when this issue broke out that he had this diplomatic passport that Basiru Kante has was published, the representative came out and said he does not know Basiru Kante. He has never met Basiru Kante. Basiru Kante does not work for him. He has had no dealing whatsoever with Basiru Kante.
Yeah.
Now, yesterday, to the contrary, we were told, and we're trying to lay our hands on that letter, that AVC, Representative AVC, Abraham Vamoya Kone of District 14, wrote a letter to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, particularly to the minister, requesting, as is consistent with protocol, that his chief of staff, Basiru Kante, be issued an official passport. That official passport, as per the request, was issued to Basiru Kante. Now we see Basiru Kante has a diplomatic passport, which we told you we did the investigation, he illegally obtained. But the official passport was legally granted to Basiru Kante through the instrumentality of Representative Abraham Vamoya Kone. Now, Vamoya Kone said that he doesn't know Basiru Kante. But we are going to get the letter, and we will publish the letter. Vamoya Kone lied. Poor he had a whole press conference, I'm told.
Yeah,
he never knew. He said he never knew this man. He's never met this man. He's never met this man. Now we found out that Basiru did not only have, but is it even right to have two passports? One is diplomatic and the other one is official passport. Should one man have two passports?
Nope.
I'm not that familiar with the passport regulations, but should one person carry two passports? Two different types of passports? I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense to me. But that is the situation. So Basiru Kante had two passports, at least. These two we know of. Well, he might have had 3 or 4. This guy is a criminal, and so anything is possible with him. But what's shocking is that Vamoya Kone would lie like that. He said he didn't know the man. He's never met the man. He's never had any dealing with him. Only for us to find out yesterday. Our foreign affairs sources call us and say, hey, Mr. Costa, we just saw the letter that Representative Vamoya Kone wrote to the Minister of Foreign Affairs requesting for an official passport for Basiru Kante. In that same letter, he introduced Basiru Kante as his chief of staff. I said, what? He said, yes, according to my source. I said, please, can I have a copy of the letter? But of course, the government people are hiding it. Even a copy of the passport, we want it. We want the copy of the passport to publish it to you. So you see how Vamoya Kone is? He lied. I know the man from Adam Stray Cat, as the Congo man would say. Not knowing he knows the bugger. Let's move on to something else here. Okay. We're waiting for the letter. Once we get it, we'll publish it. And we'll name and shame Vamoya Kone even further for lying. He owes us an apology. Now, who knows what else Vamoya Kone was involved with Basiru Kante, okay? Who knows what else he's hiding? Only God knows. So yesterday we saw on the Facebook page of the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, they posted that the government has dispatched 3 young ladies to which country? France? To go and train to be airline stewardess. Hello? They want to train them as flight attendants. Are you kidding? Are you listening to that, folks? And 3. And these 3 women, these 3 young ladies, oh man, they were all zooted up, speaking Spanish in the red and blue and all that kind of thing. Some of you might not have seen these pictures, but you should see them. They're telling us that these 3 women are the first 3 to be sent abroad to train as flight attendants. And they're going to be working on the Air Liberia. You remember the Lone Star Airway? The airplane that went to the airport and ate in the cake farm?
Yeah.
The cake plane that they had a whole big program at the airport. George and all his people went there. They cut the cake up and they ate the cake. We saw these 3 women. And they said they're going to France. Okay. Hello? They're going to France to train as flight attendants. Do you think we believe that? I don't believe that. Let me see the plane first. Okay. I want to see the plane. Kolo, kolo. When I see the plane, the actual plane sitting on the tarmac at RIA, then I will believe it.
Somebody said you ain't having a car, but you now start learning how to drive.
Yeah, no, you don't got a car here. That's a good example. You don't got a car here, and you already learning how to drive. And you say you hope that in the future you will get the car. Okay, well, it's not bad. Maybe in the future you will get the car. But in that case, airplane and car, they're not the same thing, brother. You can learn how to drive now. Even you get car, one of your men can let you use the car. You can drive it. I know a lot of people who learn how to drive before they own the first car. But in the case of airplane, brother, let me tell you something. Look, the people are brave. Let me go to the ministry, to the page, Mika page. You see these young ladies. But let me ask you, brother. So these young ladies too, do they really believe that Joe will bring plane?
Yeah, but Costa, elections is around the corner now. President who can do anything to get the votes.
Hey, man. These young ladies, and they found get there. Let me see. I see their uniform in. They're sending here with the assistant minister of info.
People ask you how barrel on the children head.
Everything I see this in now. You don't see flight attendant wearing berets. Look at the other thing. That CDC fly attendant. My boy, I see that. Y'all can see that. If you can see that, yes.
Yeah.
There you go, my brother. These are the 3 young ladies that they've sent abroad to go train. What are they sending? They're not sending. Do you really believe they send them, brother?
But the other girl, she's taking part in the Miss Liberia stuff.
So these 3 women, according to them, that they have dispatched or they are about to dispatch, the first 3, they said they're sending a total of 23 young men and women, 3 of whom have already departed the country for Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
So they have another one who is training in Toulouse, France. They see, not joking, the plane where they come here.
I want to be on the first flight from.
No, but listen. You won't see the plane coming for true?
Maybe because it's for now to the end of the year. So I don't know where will come.
But listen now, listen, Boga. I see here. So these 3 women, the 3 young ladies that have gone abroad, Sandra Sando Sombe, her name, everything I Ezo. Sandra is part of the Miss Liberia. She's representing Cape Mount. I don't know.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Okay, so she's Miss Liberia contestant.
Yeah.
So the 3 young ladies who have already left the country, they departed the country. Sandra Sando Sombe, Lila Bendu Yaka Lord, and Tina Finda Yonko. These 3 young ladies have already left the country according to the Ministry of Information. Now, according to Costa, don't quote me. And I have no way of verifying whether they left. Don't say Costa said the level. Do not say that. I'm quoting the Ministry of Information.
How on a plane will be landing and when there's no land at the airport? Is it that there will be a specific generator for the Lone Star Air that whenever it's landing, yeah.
First of all, one day you're not bring a plane set. Say you ate a cake at the airport. We have not seen the plane. You know, we haven't seen the plane. So bring the plane one day to the airport. That can do what? You know, like you want back car, but you buy the car, you ain't gonna get in the car and go test drive the car.
Yeah, go try test drive.
Yeah. And some car dealers ain't gonna allow you to test drive the car. Maybe not carry fire also you can just get inside and boom. You see, but when
Costa, the comments that were underneath the post, when you read a comment, you want to kill yourself.
my man, I'm telling you, but nobody believes them. But when did I eat a cake plain? But when did I eat a cake plain?
Well, in 2 years ago, in 2020, is it October?
It was in 2020.
Yeah.
They had that ceremony at the airport 2020. They ate the cake in 2020. Now, 2 years later, you give us no update on the plane. Say you ate a cake, no update on the plane. Then, all of a sudden, yesterday, you go post pictures on Facebook and say, we're sending flight attendants. Flight attendants?
Yeah, but Costa, the thing
you don't even say airport, yo. You want to say flight attendant to go train.
But Costa, the thing that surprised me, this message is not coming from a top government official. An assistant minister at the Ministry of Information is the one providing the information.
You think
so how the
minister will lie?
Yeah. No, but Costa, man, when the president there, they can go eat cake. Then I would think about why would
no, I'm just saying. I'm saying she can lie. She can lie. The government can lie. Saying, do you think that the assistant minister who posted this is lying?
Yeah, for me.
Where did she post it?
It was on the Ministry of Information website, Facebook page.
Website and Facebook page of the Ministry of Information.
Yeah.
Did she post it on a private personal page? No, she did not.
No.
So the 3 young women we see there, and you say you know one?
Yep.
Okay. So you think what? She's what? She is an actor? Is she there pretending? So they're up to something. I'm pretty sure they not get Kalebule story again. Somebody not telling that the plane will come for true.
Yeah, because that is what I'm thinking.
I mean, every man could tell us that Igbo map could bring up 400 million, and Eton could bring up 500 million. Then that one plane, you think they will not believe that somebody can bring? If they believe that somebody could just come one Nigerian, one Burkina man called Bugongo, where in Niloja when you talk water in the rock. You know when you talk water in the rock, the way you for them. Bugongo. Joey had told us that Bugongo that a friend, and Bugongo was going to borrow $400 million from Igbo map. And Eton, could get a 500 million. Jelly that. $500 million yet, 400 million yet. So you want to say, plane, use plane, not even brand new plane. You want to say, the man and I able to believe that somebody can get in plane, and they can believe that somebody can get $500 million. Jelly that.
Let me just, somebody sent me a message for me to ask you a question, but let me just end up on this one. For me, I'm thinking that they want to keep the hope alive. That, the statement our president made, let's just come up with this. Let's make it look like we still have this in mind. We still have this. We're still working on this. Let's send some days out.
You told all the plane will come. We're going to see the plane 2 years now. The next thing you should tell us, show the plane. We must just see the plane around RIA.
Well, I will bring the plane when we treat our flight attendant.
No, right now you don't need flight attendant to bring the plane. No passenger on it. You don't need flight attendant with passenger on the plane. Bring the plane, let the plane touch down RIA. We see the big inscription, Lone Star Airway.
Oh, my man, that's not how we run our government. Our government, we need to.
Sorry.
We need to treat our flight attendant first.
Okay. When you're you train the plane mechanic there later. And then
train the plane mechanic.
Man, don't be surprised when he boy and tell us that the plane will come in 2024 after the election. Because they want for you to, and you want to see plane Byway. Those of you who want to see Lone Star Air with Byway, vote for Jowia. 2024, the plane will come after the election.
Somebody sent me a message. The police I should ask you: is the Wi-Fi on the NTA buses still working? Because when they launched NTA, when they brought the NTA buses, we saw the ministers, we saw Carrasco then say the Wi-Fi, the buses will be having Wi-Fi. You can connect with it.
You are Wi-Fi on buses in Liberia. Anything away in Liberia, we can do a Wi-Fi on buses. My biggie, let's go take some calls. But on a serious level, though, see, look, that post from Mika. My bro, y'all go read the comments under that post. Y'all will laugh. The comments under that post, y'all go read it. It's too funny. Nobody believes that you will bring plane. Let me just tell you something. We don't believe that you will bring plane. The only way we'll believe it, I want to see that plane. You know, when the plane on the tarmac. I don't want to see the plane in your oval. I want to see the plane moving on the airport, because I don't want you to go bring the plane some kind of way. You go, maybe some kind of old plane sitting out to the airport. You go paint it, you put loose airway, then you show the picture. No, I want to see the plane turning around. The engine will be moving.
Those power play, you do those power play.
Sorry, let me call you plane engine up before I start. Oh, plane. Look, let me tell you something. Plane better than not beating. But do you know that over 80% of airlines in the world don't own their own planes? The planes are rented.
Yeah.
Take Brussels Airlines, for example. The last time I checked, I think 90 or 95 or 100% of Brussels, their fleet, all their planes are rented. You don't need to buy your own plane to do airline business. My people, you hear it? You can go and rent the plane. So why our men can't go rent plane? Let me tell you something. One of the problems after the Russian government was sanctioned, most the planes, there's over 500 aircraft that were being used by Russian airlines on rental arrangements. The people wanted the airplanes back. The Russians took the planes to Russia and just packed the planes there. They're sitting there on the tarmac. Over 500 aircraft. You don't need to buy your own plane to do an airline. I want our brother, you know what I want, guy. You can rent the plane. You can rent the plane. You don't need to buy your own plane. So why are you waiting for some 419er who comes and lies to you that they can bring plane and the plane can come? Go and enter a rental arrangement, rent an aircraft. If you must rather do airline business, it really on Jawiya hard, because some of you don't have plane or they say they have Liberia Airway, go and rent a plane. You don't need to buy one. Okay, let's go to the phone lines and take some calls there. You don't need to buy a plane. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, Joseph Human Bogai, former Vice President of Liberia, takes the stand for the second day in a row to testify in the case ALP versus ANC by and through the state represented by the Solicitor General and his cohort of lawyers. We expect more validation from the things that former Vice President will say, most stuff. So let's go to the phone lines, Baka, and take some calls.
I hope before they bring a plane, found out from Ameros Suites what I will not holding here before you can rack our other plane and they bring
before you go rack it. Eh?
Let's take this question on the line this morning. Good morning. Your name, where joining us from?
Oh, good morning, Boaka. Good morning, Costa. This is Patrick calling from Australia. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
We're doing good, Patrick. We're doing good.
Look, I want to thank you for the great move this morning, and thanks to the president for taking the bold step. A caller mentioned yesterday regarding some national holding different passports, but let's see how the intervention will be. Probably some of the citizens are holding foreign passports that may be difficult. But I want to say thank you to Costa and you, and also the president for the great move taking this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. The phone number is.
We want our sisters back, and only the government can do it, and we'll work with the government to make sure our sisters come back.
All right.
Let's take more calls, Baka.
Let's take this person here. Good morning.
Good morning, Baka.
Welcome.
Let me say good morning to him and Pedro Costa. This is DJ Lumer calling from Point 4. Look, Costa, this government have been noted as antichrist in Liberia. This is a Democrat government, Costa, that they mean to call it an antichrist. Because they are saying when you not join them, they will deconstruct you, you will not do nothing. I saw Thomas Fala in Lofa telling the Lofin, say, because of this man going to Lofa, they are facing the road between Vonyama and Soso. So if I all will vote Mr. Jala, if we all will vote Mr. Jala, Lofa will go in front, or if we don't vote not Jala, Lofa will be as it is, or will even go behind. So without force, and I then call something that you're talking about Better Costa. Please bring out letter. Let us see it. If I all happy, I think that man should be impeached from over there. From the corner should be impeached because our country need is in the air for nothing. And just yesterday, another report came again like bro, been one of the deadliest country ever in Africa, in the king number one. So with all the things you're telling them, you can't say you're going to train air hostess. You're going to train them again and tomorrow. You're telling your 419, you're bringing you, will listen to your antichrist. And 2023 will be judgment day. We'll see what we can do.
Thank you so much.
People. Thank you this morning, Costa, for the great information.
They tell you now, Liberians are really focused on how many Liberians flying from here, sir. That's the problem. We here, Liberians now, the thing they need right now is electricity, running water, food. You know, those are some of the things that Liberians really crying for now. Not plea.
We don't want plea.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't care about plane right now. How many are can buy a ticket to fly somewhere?
That's the problem.
Not about plane. We don't want plane.
We need to pay $9 million.
The money you're looking for to bring plane, go pay the $9 million so that the CLSG can turn their power on. They told us that when the rain season comes, the hydro will work good. The hydro working good, Baka?
No.
Hey, been raining heavily?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then why the hell is the hydro not working good? Because the damn hydro got problem. You remember the last time we talked about it? Some of the turbines are down. So even the water they can rain like what thing? Baka, let me ask you, this rainy season, you would know you're in the country. Is it raining the same way? Is it heavily pouring?
It's not really heavily pouring, but when it's ready to come, it comes for the sun 2 days, 3 days.
I mean, you don't depend on rain for electricity, bar.
Yeah.
What kind of nonsense is that? Pay the $9 million to the CLSG. Let them switch us on. Let the people get electricity. That's what you should do. Yeah. You got killing people everywhere, boy guy.
We don't have security.
Somebody sent me the picture of a young lady, 23 years old, boy guy. 23 years old, called Rita. She was coming from this place here, Calabash, that entertainment spot. She was coming from Calabash, from the Calabash, as they call it, the Calabash. Rita, yeah. They were leaving the Calabash on a motorbike. And then the other guys, the gang of bike riders, they started chasing them on their own bike and started stoning them. They started stoning them with rocks. Rita fell off the bike and cracked her skull. Librarian said she bust her head on the road. She died.
Right at the Nigerian embassy there.
Thank you. Nigerian embassy, Baka. That's it. You are right. They were leaving the Calabash.
Yeah.
Just Sunday night. Sunday night, they were leaving the Calabash. 2 young women coming for enjoying themselves. Nothing wrong with that. They're going home. They are on the pimping. The other guy on the bike just started chunking them because they wanted the bike to stop so they could go and steal from them. Rita fell off the bike on the road and bust her head and she died. It happened just Sunday night. A young lady, 23 years of age, according to the source. I have here the picture of the other girl. You see her legs. She scraped her knee. Hey, man. Let me show you the picture. Why?
Yeah.
She fell. I got the picture. Hey yourself. Look at this picture. Let me know whether you can see.
Yeah, seen it clear.
You see her knee? My people,
Yeah.
let me know what you can see. Look at her knee. Look at her whole knee peel off. At least she will survive. But her friend Rita did not survive. Rita died. This is commonplace. It's happening everywhere. We need to hear the government say, look, we need to address the Zogo problem, Wakai. The Zogo problem is a serious problem. The Zogo problem is so serious. What are you doing about it? What is the Joint Security doing about it? Musa Din is a Minister of Justice and the head of the Joint Security. What are you doing to address the Zogo crisis? Nothing. The Zogos have infiltrated every community. There are Zogos. There are Zogos in places where you never imagined there would be Zogos. The Zogo population is growing unchecked. The source of the Zogo, of the source, the attributor, the contributing factor that is giving rise to the Zogo population, we're not fixing it. The drug problem. We're sitting there and we're seeing the Zogo problem is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, and we're not taking action. We need to invest in the police, a joint security task force, increase patrol at night.
Yeah, but of course, that look at it.
Raid ghettos, raid the Zogos and take them to a rehabilitation center. Go ahead, Bogai.
Look at the budget of the security now, our security sector. You see that budget in the national budget, low.
They don't have enough money. Don't blame the police.
Yeah.
The police, they don't have enough money. The police don't have money for vehicles. They don't have money for fuel. So even maintain the few vehicles they have, they don't have it.
Yeah.
When you look at their budget, it's only salaries. They don't have money. They don't have money. It's a serious problem, folks. People are losing their lives every day. That young lady, she was not sick. Nothing wrong with her. Is it a crime to go out and enjoy yourself and you're going back home? They kill her in cold blood so they can loot from her. They can steal her things. Hey, man, a 23-year-old young lady. It is sad, oh. It is sad, Waka. Let's take some calls there. Go back to the lines, please. Let's take some calls.
Let's take this person here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name, where Johnny was from?
My name is Grace. My name is Grace, calling from North Dakota.
Let's get Grace
on the show.
Yeah. With the airport issue, I'm dying this morning because I don't know where. We don't have money to renovate the airport, but we have money to send people for flight attendants. It's so crazy. You know, Liberians, the government they are jokers. Because right now, we are dying in our country. We don't know what is going on. People are dying on a daily basis. Look at people dying from motorcycle accidents. And this thing is very serious and people are playing it for kick play. And the person is sitting down enjoying himself, no current, even the JFK, to take food from the kitchen to the patients. There's no electricity. And he passed right there going to the park. So I don't know what they are thinking.
Okay.
So it's better right now for the president to just step aside and give the country to the right people to rule the country right now, because we are dying on a daily basis. People, please give me people you know that are responsible for themselves, are asking every day, please give me this, please give me that. It's frustrating.
People are
you know, we don't know what to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
for
much.
The time.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
my
For the
sister.
time.
People are suffering, oh. People who knew themselves. People who used to break bread with other people, today they are begging. The country high.
Let's take this
The
person.
country high. Oh.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Brother, how you doing?
I'm okay. Welcome.
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
You are live. Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, the recognition, this is leader, Henry President First speaking. Brother, to the issue, do you believe that they people going to bring on airplane to Labrador? Is that a fake news? On a very serious note, it's very fake. Because what they will do here, they will do the same thing that we did the other time. Before 2023, they will come out, someone plane and get print on it, and put a funny picture, put your picture on it, and then say, this is the airplane, there is no starting. After election, after election, which we are winning, you never see that airplane anymore. It doesn't show it to put the Latvian people on a very serious note. And then another issue on the Zogo issue. You know, President Costa, do you know that most of the community against Zogos and Ghana, they are using weapons, single barrel weapons? Most of these guys against single barrel weapons. When they stop you on a motorbike and not, if you stop and you don't get what you want to, you put up brutality, they will use that single barrel weapon on you. Most of these guys have single barrel weapons. What are they taking a weapon for? Right here, Minakate, they go and buy a weapon and cross and come in there. You go places like the chicken factory and you know, they get some place in there where you see the Zogos are meaning 10 points. These are all the places. Junction. They get on a plane, go to Sapo Ya. You go there, you see Zogo in the day laying out. Don't say they say, I tell you, leader, they're laying out there on the ground in the net. You don't pass yourself, you don't hold yourself on your hand. Because when you hold yourself on your hand, the men get low color say, and low of people, they have to two other person again. That one has some manager, they call the twins. The twins, they are very terrible. They have to warn their system again. Who ride motorbike for them.
Thank you so much. You know, because this time around, the guys are not even waiting for darkness to fall before carrying on their operation.
No, they say they're attacking people broad day.
Broad day, yeah. It's happening broad day.
We're sitting now, we're watching it, we're not doing nothing. The Zogo problem. The Zogo problem is becoming major and major. We're watching it, we're not doing anything about it. The government is sitting now. It's a major thing, oh.
Major. Very serious. Let's take this person on the line here. Good morning.
Yeah, morning. This is William Bowie Jewett. Good morning to my man Costa. Good morning to Boyka, and good morning to George.
Welcome.
Good morning to you, brother.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to you guys. When I was visiting Liberia, George and Boyka, y'all treated me so kindly.
Thank you.
Yeah. And guys, George, your man Boyka is taller than we see on TV. But I just want to say thank you for the show this morning. You guys treated me well, and I just want to say that I'm back in the States. And just to say something about the Zogo, I met a guy to Ghana Chalk Box, a bar actually on the boulevard. Mm-hmm. And the way he came from Delaware, and the way he dealt with the situation, we go eat Ghana Chalk bar, and I'm sitting at a different table, and he just went outside, got two of the Zogos, brought them in and said, look, your order, let's eat together. And they sat there and he just started asking them questions, why do you do what you do? And actually, from the table I was sitting, one of the Zogos started crying, sharing his story. So when he left, and I went to the guy from Delaware, I just can't remember his name. I said, why did you do this? He said, well, when we're in the States, we hear they would jack our phone, we do this. And when we come, we pack our car, we get them Liberian dollar. That would not solve the problem. Sometimes we just need to hear the story of these people. And when I left the bar, I just got outside, stood with three of them, talked to them, advised them, and gave them $10. Whenever I went back to Ghana, Chabas, the guy would protect my car. In fact, I had a loan on my hand. One time they helped me to go all the way to the junction. They became like real human to me. So sometimes we got to look at them from that point of view too. But it was nice, that guy. I just don't know his name. He came from Delaware. Please. But again, guys, thank you for treating me well. But George, you ran away from the last beer. You didn't sit with me.
Sure, you ran away. Yeah. Yeah, but let me tell you that the issue about Zogo, the day you giving them your friend, that they won't buy, you are pro, you are shiki dada, you are whatsoever they will give the last
for you.
They will give you a. But when the day you not give them, when they're ready for you, you say you say,
Because 99.9% of Zogos are Zogos because of drugs. They are addicted. They have an addiction problem. You understand? So they are not Zogos because they want to be Zogos. They got hooked on some kind of nasty narcotic substance, and now that substance dictates what they do in their lives. Now they have to commit crime in order to what? To support their drug habit. It's as simple as that. They are not working. They don't have jobs. Zogos are not employed. The two ways by which Zogos earn money is they beg and they steal. Those are the two ways. Zogos steal and they beg. That is the problem. So as long as they are out there in the streets, they will commit crime. 99.9% of them. Somebody said they are disadvantaged. You are mistaken. They are not disadvantaged young people, my brother. No. Some of these guys come from good homes. By the time they become drug infested, then they become Zogos. I know some friends, we went to high school together. They come from good families. They were never Zogos. We never imagined that they could become Zogos. So to qualify to become a Zogo is to become an addict. You become an addict and you leave your home and you go on the streets. Another thing about Zogos don't live in regular homes where other people live. No, they're on the streets. They sleep in the graveyard. They sleep in the street corners. That's what they do. So don't get it twisted. When you fix the drug problem, then you can fix the Zogo problem. Wage war on narcotic drugs in the country. The people who bring it into the country and the people who sell it in their various ghettos, as we call them, or shops. Wage a serious war against them or on them. Let's take some more calls about that. We got about 20 more minutes to go.
Okay, let's take this person on the line.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm Baka. Good morning.
Yeah, your name is joining us from?
I'm joining from Accra, Ghana. My name is Roosevelt Fakoli. I want to say hello, good morning to our leader, Pedro. Well, I'm calling from Ghana again. It's very disgusting for all to discuss such a thing about our country. That is not going anywhere. We put George in power. He has failed the Liberian people with lack of trust. So we talk about the airport issue. There are nothing we can do about that. We just have to give the country to the rightful people that will take over 2023. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I will take this other person on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Eric.
Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, I'm Timothy Smith calling for Grand Basel.
Welcome.
Broker, yeah, thank you the morning for the show, but I just want to remind the president we don't need airplane. Right now, we're talking about our life. What happened in River G, in Grand Judah, rather? There's a missing election worker right now, and we're asking the president to even talk to his police director and innocent people in this country. He will not save all around the countries. So I can used to talk about airplane, and we're not safe. How can we go rappling? We're not safe. We're not on the ground. We're safe. When you talk about airplane, so president, we should also say our safety come first. Because right now, all because we kind of interior, more is not like we are the people. Our villages, 14 countries for the president. But for the interior, right now, our Liberian brother are getting making every day. When you put a local radio on quality for all the villages. So what is going on? They're saying more, they just see that more than Liberia. I'm also in the interior side. So we tell the president we have more playing. Our life is important. So the election we should be prepared with the photo. When they tell the point in the countries. Things are going on. We are in Massacre. We are in Massacre. I want one voter. 14 countries for the government. But we are in the country that are getting messy too. That way happening in Monrovia. So we tell the president we are in the villages. We listen to what happening in Monrovia there. But in the interior too. So our safety comes first. We're not talking about corruption again. We're not talking about hungry again. But we're not safe again in this country. So with the election, we should be prepared 2023. If you have a father that cannot protect you, you cannot still say to be your father. So thank you so much, Costa. Thank you for your show.
Thank you so much, Tumete. Let's take Peter. Good morning. Welcome, Peter.
Yeah. Good morning, Borga. Good morning, leader. I want to thank you for the effort made for our sister in Oman. I believe the president took a right step if you are directing the same energy and effort towards the issue of Zogo and the issue of the people dying in the street of Liberia. I mean, it will mean well for the country. Everybody know that the government have the lapses, but they need to do more. In the last 2 years, everywhere is death news. It's not setting well with the country. You're killing the people, you're doing corruption. It's alarming. They're supposed to really look at it and bring hope to the people. Even here in America, where the guy from Buffalo killed 10 people, today President Biden will be going there to identify the people. When people die in Liberia, the president don't have that time to even go and identify. People will be crying all over the place. You will hear all the news. Well, I want to thank Leader Costa for taking that bold step and putting a feet to fire to be able to stand up for the women in Oman. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Peter. Let's take another person from this line here quickly. Let me see if I can join this caller here. Good morning. Your name, where you joining us from?
Good morning, Baga. Good morning, Costa. Abraham calling from UK.
UK, welcome, my brother. Good morning.
Hello.
You are live. Go ahead.
Hello.
We can hear you, my brother. We can hear you.
Hello.
No.
But I take another caller.
Don't finish my hello this morning, my brother. Let me see if I can get this other person on the line. 0770-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, black guy. This is Enzo Dualu calling from Boston. Look, let me say this. I'm listening to the audience and everybody's talking about voting 2023. Your primary objective as a citizen is not just voting. Political agitation. Whatever you want, you have to demand it. This government, or any government for that matter, is not going to do what you want until you demand it. Stop sitting on your butts and expect anything to change. The Zogos will take over the country because you allow it to happen. Voting is not something you should be waiting for. Political agitation is an everyday affair. Stop waiting for calls out to call a protest. Stop this nonsense. Your country will not change until you change it. We are not capable of changing anything. Why do you continue to wait for them? Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. Let's take this other person from line 2. Good morning. Welcome.
You made some good points there, Dwalo.
Yeah, your name is joining us from.
I'm joining you from Congo Town, Morovia. My appeal here to our leader there in the studio, our leader, is most of this killing here. We know that government may have their lapses, government may have a shortcoming, but let us try to preach to our people. This country is our country. Government will not come from the margin with something to come start the killing. Let Liberians start doing these things to each other. Let Liberia go power. Our country here is going too bad. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's come to the WhatsApp number and take this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Wagai. Good morning, Costa. My name is Arthur Yenentu. I call from Virginia, USA. I just called to speak to what's going on within the country. I believe that the problem with Liberia right now is priorities. Our government do not have a priority. That's the reason why you see them. They are just trying to do, or let's say, cosmetic development in order to please the people around here. If only the government can just take a single project and attack it and say, this is what we want to do, and they make sure they do it to perfection, I believe that will move one step at a time. What's the essence of bringing an airplane if you don't even have a current or electricity on the airport? If you don't even have a good jetway where a plane can be able to land? Even when rain falling, when plane land down, people have to walk through the rain to get to the plane. You have a bunch of people in the street. Right now, the street is not even safe. You cannot even equip your police to fight crime, but you want to bring plane. You want to send people out there to go and train for Airline. How can you manage an airline if you don't even able to manage few group of people in the country? It's so sad for us.
Okay.
They have to prioritize people to get even do those things.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's take this other person on the line. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Baka. Good morning, Costa. This is Jan Valula calling from the state of Indiana.
Oh, okay. Welcome, my brother.
Yeah, I just say thank you so much this morning for the topic of the Zogo. Zogos have become national security threats to the country, and our policy makers are sitting there. They are not talking nothing about it. But guys, let me tell you this. You know, the problem we have gone through in Liberia mentally is not good for us. And we got our lawmakers, none of them can talk about mental health in our country. And these things is causing serious problems for us. And one thing we gotta understand is there's something in counseling called underlying need of a problem. These are the underlying needs of our problem. If we cannot take care of that underlying need, we'll continue to make poor decisions in our country. Things will continue to become worse for us in our country, and we'll continue to fear for our life every day in our country. So our policy makers, our lawmakers, you know, these people need to really start talking about mental health in our country. Okay. And these are the least talking about situation in the country, and this is the worst problem in the country today.
Thank you so much. Now
thank you.
Another person from okay, we just mess up on a caller there.
Okay.
Yep.
I will say this, and from one of our mothers, she just wrote me a message. I will not call her name, clearly not. And you know, it just really broke my heart. She said to me, wow. She said, my son, my daughter is a Zogo. I have prayed. I have tried to do everything in my power to help her, but nothing has changed. I mean, it just broke my heart for her. Just really broke my heart for her. So I say this to say that there are good, all these Zogos you see, the ones you say who are bad, maybe the former child soldiers who turned to Zogo later on. But the Zogos you see today, they are not child soldiers. They didn't fight a war. The war ended, 19 years ago. You understand? So there are people, they're from good families. Their parents are doing well for them or used to do well for them, but they got addicted to drugs. Bad people expose them to drugs, and the drug is what has them where they are. So we need to make this Zogo issue a national emergency. It's a threat to national security. You're talking our young people, and most of the Zogos are young people, guy. Mm-hmm. They're young children. They're young, in their 20s, late teens, 20s, early 30s. The Zogos are youthful. We need a national program to address the Zogo problem. We need to address it from getting them off the streets, taking them to a rehabilitation center, and then raiding the ghettos that are selling the drugs to them. Almost nobody is a Zogo who is not a drug addict. The first thing, before you become a Zogo, you gotta get hooked. It's the drugs that makes them, it is the drugs that they are taking. So there's a direct correlation between the drugs and becoming a Zogo. Nobody will just leave a house. He's not addicted to drugs and goes in the streets and sleeps there in the graveyard or goes there to, no. They have to have that addiction first. Then, for the young women part, it's worse, guy. Some of them have been sexually abused by the other Zogo, the male Zogos. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The female Zogos, they get passed around. by the male Zogos. They're taking advantage of them, sexually abusing them.
Yeah, but because that they are the one protecting them on the street. So once I'm protecting you, you belongs to me. I'll do anything I feel like doing with you at any point in time.
It is sad. It is extremely sad. What is our government doing about this? You can put $3, $4, $5 million in a budget and say, look, we are building 2, 3 rehab facilities that can hold hundreds of people, hundreds of them. After you build it, you raise the fence around it, you put all the amenities there, and you bring psychosocial counselors, you take them there. First of all, when you're in these places, they will not have access to drugs. Where are they going to get the drugs from? You take them for months. Then you do skills training. You give them skills. You train them. So they have no access to drugs. They are eating several times a day. And they are getting counseling. By the time they come out of those places, they're good. They are good to go. Mental health issues. Pieces of Nelly, a lot of them go through that. Well, I know you have a point. People will still try to sneak drugs in there. But guess what? It's not going to be as easy as the way it is when they're out there on the streets. I know. You know, they have greater access to drugs on the streets than they have in than they would have in that place. You know, I'm going to say something to you people here this morning. I have a product, country medicine. Just the other day, I treated somebody several months ago in the US. I will not call the name. Back in January of this year. Today is the 17th of May. This guy had a drinking problem, a serious drinking problem. And this guy has gone for the first time in this long without any alcohol. He had a serious drinking problem, lives in Philadelphia. The family got in touch with me because, how did I even tell them? Okay, they heard about somebody I had treated years ago with this product. I mean, some of you will take this for joke, but you don't have to believe me. That is your business. And the sister got in touch with me, and she said, "Oh my brother, I need you to help my brother. He lives in Philly. He has this drinking problem. Luckily, I had just brought some of the product to Liberia. I mean, to the States from Liberia. It's herbal medicine, country medicine. The treatment lasts for 3 days. We did a program in Florida. One old man, myself, we formed a company called Addiction Control Council, LLC. This was in 2012 to 2013. We hired this guy. Guy called Luis Paz from Guatemala in Florida. This guy went on the streets and he brought drug addicts and alcoholics. And we had them living in this facility owned by this billionaire old man called John Cannelly. Peace with his ashes. He died in August 2020, 2 years ago. We treated these people with the product. I'm telling you, it's serious stuff. They think country medicine can do. My man, look, we brought drug addicts. I got the video. La magazine, I went behind the scene. From years ago, we formed the company, Addiction Control Council, LLC. If you Google that company right now, you should probably see my name on it. Just Google it. Addiction Control Council, LLC. We were forming a company to treat people for alcohol and drug addiction using herbal medicine. The results were fantastic. I'm telling you. In Florida, Boynton Beach in Florida. I just treated, my last patient I treated was in January. The guy is doing fantastic. He lives in Philadelphia. 3 days of treatment. 3 days. Then my auntie who told me about her daughter. I need to try to get your daughter in a place where I can treat her for 3 days. You know the vision I had? To make this successful here in the US, make money from it. And then later on, we're going to set up a facility in Liberia where we'll treat people. 3 days. They think and make it when you finish drinking the medicine, when you see liquor or you see drugs, you now won't see yourself. I'm telling you, it's incredible. But we are saving this one day we'll help our people. We'll help our people with this. We set up a company in Florida. I'm going to show you something. Years ago, it didn't work out, but I pray one day it will. And we were treating these people. And it was incredible. Okay. We will go on the streets, okay, and take drug addicts from all over in Florida. We'll take them from Boca Raton. I mean, not in Boca Raton, it's somewhere where they're living because Boca Raton is a rich place. But it's incredible. And we would keep them in this facility where they would live. So you see this video? Boga, do you see the video?
Yep.
That's me and the old man. I'm expecting. You see the beds? That's where we had the people staying. I'm the one. You hear my voice. That old man you see in front, that was worth about $5.something billion. He was my partner. We had them staying in this facility. You hear the old man telling them we will be having dinner shortly?
Yeah.
We had them living there with us in that facility. That was the entertainment room. We did a total number of 38 drug addicts and alcoholics.
I'm impressed. Okay. So there we are.
You see that?
This is shower there. Yeah, cool. Nice. Nice. That's very nice. Good.
You see that? You see that, Baga? Now, this is our company office from years ago. As you can see here, I was much young. I'm standing there taking a selfie in front of our company office. Yeah. And this year in Florida, Boynton Beach, we had a very nice space. This is our reception area. You see it? You see the chairs there, the reception area? I will show you. This is the counter where we had the receptionist. I mean, it was an incredible project, my man. But certain things happen. But we still got the product. I actually treated someone the other day. Since January, this guy has been going without a single drop of alcohol in months. Since January, I treated a guy in the U.S. 3 days of treatment. It's right there in Liberia. The product, it's right there. But our people, we don't really believe these things. I know many people who say, they've taken people to the herbalist for their drinking problem or their drug problem. It works. So one day we pray to God that we will set up such a facility so that we can treat our people when you take them off the streets. And somebody asked me how much it costs. I don't charge people, free of charge. All the people I treated across the years, free of charge. I've never charged anybody for treating them for alcohol and drug addiction. Never. Absolutely free of charge. Not 1 cent. The reason I treated people for free is because we wanted to see the more people we treat, the more people he works with, and so that we can. But we did a study with that old man in Florida. We had 36 or 38 people in it. We formed a company. I had 50%. The old man had 50%. But the old man, certain things didn't work out between us, and so we didn't get to really do the project. But yes, so we hope one day we'll be able to set this up in the country and help our people. Yeah. Thank you, folks. God bless you and have yourselves a blessed day. Follow the kids. We'll follow the kids up there. We'll find out. I didn't say you should be contacting me to be treating people left and right. No, I don't. Right now, I am not treating people. So please don't contact me. to treat people. No, I am not treating anybody right now. I don't have the time. We're working on something. The day that happens, and then we'll go ahead and we'll make this big for people to benefit. But right now, I don't have the time to be treating people left and right. So don't tell anybody to say they must call me for treatment. I'm just telling you that it works. We have it, and we're not the only ones with this product. So don't be calling people to say, "Oh, please treat my brother or treat my sister." We're not doing this right now. I don't have the time. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.